Hey everyone, welcome back to the bench, and it was a good week. First I want to let you know I did do a little work on the Tiger, but I got more, I wanted to get further on the Spitfire, and by that, base paints, the camouflage painting, and getting the decals on, and I'm not going to take away from the video because I'm going to share that with you. Also getting paint down on the Mandalorian, and yeah, it's fun. One thing is you can airbrush a lot, but then I have to go in and do hand painting on a lot of stuff. But hey, it's still fun. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And please trust me, this is just a rough overall paint. I'll be tweaking and fixing it as I go. Also, I got another print done for the Razor Crest. Well, 3 prints done for the Razor Crest. As I think you can see from the intro picture, yes, I have the Starboard Engine and wing. I didn't share the wing pieces, but yes, the Starboard Engine is almost done. I'm printing out another of the rear, and I'll share that when it gets done. But with that, guys, it was a good week, very good week. Had a lot of fun with got to spend a lot of time with my granddaughter, and and excuse me, sorry, and getting more done on these kits. Yay, yes. So with that, hey, we're at 442 subscribers, so 8 more, guys. Let me do that. 8 more. And I'm itching to do the giveaway, trust me. 8 more, and I will do a special video on that. But if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, click on the little bell, every time I upload. Guys, if you have any questions about a technique I did, or hey, but I seen you do this in your other videos, can you make a video of just doing what you did on this kit, how you came about and what you did for that? Please put it in the comment section. Also, I like to hear, hey, good job, hey, pretty cool, or Buck, what the heck were you thinking, or Buck, really, you know better than that. I like those two, and I usually answer within 12 to 24 hours. But hey, it's starting to warm up a little bit in North Dakota, not much, but hey, with that, guys, let's go to the bench and see what I did get done this week. Good afternoon, Monday, and I did some work this morning and didn't figure you guys want to see what I was doing because all I'm doing is painting. And I'll get back to this, but got the base coat now on the Tiger. This is going to be a winter camouflage scene. So yeah, that there, and then underneath, and then I've gotten the outside of the wheels. Let me say this, the inside I've gotten painted. Now I'm starting to mask off the outside. And here's the turret. And also, that's right, got paint going down on the Spitfire. Now I've done the bottom. So I've already got the bottom. That's great. There's not really much more to do except weathering on it. But I'm going to have to mask that off and then do the overall base coat on the top and go from there. But yeah, but hey, there's actual color paint getting down now because, hey, primer's good, but got to get little bits done. So getting back to the wheels, I went and got these because I thought, yeah, it'd be nice. I don't have to do a whole bunch of masking. And these are different wheel diameters, center diameters. And the biggest one, 19, is the biggest one that was in the kit. And it almost gets there, but it's not even, yeah. Let me look at 18 real quick again. It's just not doing what I want it to do. I need one that's 20. So what I've done, I'll pick that up in a minute. So what I'm doing instead is going back to an oldie, but a goodie. Just make sure you have a very good and sharp X-Acto knife, or at least because basically all I'm doing is I'm putting my T.B.I masking tape over, like so, and I'm gonna do another little piece here, real quick. I'm not gonna, and sometimes the easiest way to work masking tape is start it where the high point is and then go down that high point. It'll help keep a lot of wrinkling out on the tape. And then basically, because it's really good, to me, it did really good having everything good lines to separate the outside of the wheel from the inside of the wheel. So I just take my toothpick and I go and I find that line and I trace it with the toothpick. So that's the fun with always having to work with that kind of tape. But it likes to stick, which is a good thing, right? So then I just trace that out like so. Then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, my new blade, and I'm just going to lightly, because even though I got it painted, you could still scratch even if you put a clear coat to try to protect it. You need to go lightly at this point because you can scratch not only the paint, but you can also scratch into the kit when you're trying to cut a mask out. So, just be gentle when you get to start on this part on any kit, and then if you have to, make sure you go back, because sometimes even though I got the line, the blade doesn't always want to follow it. So I got to just make sure that I'm staying on that line. And that's the great thing is you can get these parts that have a good delineation, I guess you could say, and can find it. So, and I'm not even really worrying about if there is a little bit over, because that's going to help break up the paint. Anything, this is a vehicle. This is a combat vehicle that has been doing a lot of work now. Even though they can repaint it, there's still going to be dings and misprints or mispainting there. But yeah, basically that's all I'm doing, and I've gotten the Mandalorian settled down. I'm getting ready to start. I've wet sanded a lot of it, trying to see where I'm going to start and fixing his cape. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is just painting, guys. Let me get going on the wheels, and once they get done, I'll come back and I'll share with you. This is just at that kind of point where it's just painting, and I don't think you guys really want to see me keep going and going about painting. Now, I will share with you the painting on the bigger, like the Spitfire, because there's different things in, and just so yes, I did pre-shading to help deepen those panel lines there and that, and you can see it good. It's there, not crazy there, but you can definitely tell. So when I get ready, after I get the base coat done on the top of the Spitfire, get it protected, top and bottom, then I'm going to go through and start doing the camouflage paint scheme on it, and I will definitely come back and share that with you guys on that. But for now, I'm just going to get back to masking and painting. So I'll return when I have more to show. Well, good morning, Tuesday, and back in the studio, getting more done. And yes, I'm already starting to, sorry about that, guys, mask off where I'm going to do that camouflage pattern on the Spitfire. And I will share what I'm doing here really quick, but I thought, because it is a paint week this week, I start sharing that. So for his main clothing, I went with NATO black, and then I'll do dry brushing, but I thought you guys might like to see this. So there is his cowl or cape, or however you want to say it, and then starting to go in there. So yeah, it's fun. So I'm going to start masking off the Beskar, and then I'll mask off the other stuff. But yeah, I didn't go real heavy. I wanted to let some of that lightness come through, because I wanted it to look like, hey, it's used. He wears it. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, guys. I'll have to do some touch-ups here in a little bit, but probably I'll have to see. But yes, his cowl or cape. Well, I'll go cape. So looks pretty darn spiffy. So yeah, like I said, it's just a painting day and getting things, but I do remember I promised I was going to kind of go through what I do to get the try to get this design. Now I know it's going to be very close but not perfect, trust me. I don't have a cutting program. I have the Cricut vinyl cutter, but I'm still learning it, so I can start, you know, doing masks like this. But yeah. So sorry, I'm kind of rambling there, but yeah. So here, pretty quick, we'll go ahead and I'll finish masking off the Spitfire and share that with you guys, and then get some paint down, and I'm gonna go with the Beskar next on these. Like I said, so I just got to start masking it off and go from there, guys. But yeah, the fun of paint. Yes, it's paint. It's not just putting pieces together anymore. It's paint. All right, guys. When I get things readjusted, reset, I will be back. Right. Well, like I said, I'm trying to create this camouflage pattern as close as I can, and I started with my very light adhesive purple tape, and it just wasn't staying. And wait a second, I got vinyl. So, kind of share what I did. Zoom out a bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Not zoom in, zoom out. So I cut the pattern that I was happy with in vinyl, and yes, it's staying on. But there we go. So, I'm still working on the middle, but I thought I'd do a quick, just kind of think on the wing. So, get the camera here. So, I need to do the mask for right here, this part. And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what do you do? What do you do? Well, you know, with this kind of camouflage pattern, it's not as, they're a very good reason. It worked very well, but it's not as in-depth as the newer camo patterns, especially the digitals. So, don't worry if you're like, oh my god, I didn't get it I didn't get that line right, and I didn't do that right. Yeah, don't worry about that. This is your kit, you know, you love it, and you do what you need to with it. So, just looking at the section, I'm kind of thinking out right now. And, okay, so it does have a decent size there. This is on the flap. And then, it just kind of starts doing one of these, and it's kind of hard to see with the yellow. Sorry about that, guys. I really am. And then this side starts to go out, and then there. Okay. So I cut through that, and like I said, it's not, I even went back to my Cricut and started looking at some of the, you know, seeing what they had, and they just, you know, it's like really nothing there, even to pay for it. So this is the section that I'm working on with the flap. So first thing I want to do is try to get this as close to the area on the flap as I can. And then there's that one. And let's see, might need to do just a little bit over here. It's nothing real crazy. Just kind of making a design. And pick up. Sorry guys. I guess I didn't cut it through well enough there. So I got that piece, and I am going to do, let's see, where do we want to do you at? Let's go right there. Okay, so not bad, looks pretty good. So that's how I'm masking these guys off, I'm just freehanding the curve line the best, best I can. I can put it on the kit and look and say, okay, yeah, that works, or hey, I need to tweak it a little bit. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, guys. So I'm gonna finish doing these masks for this, and let's see if I can get the secondary paint down. So I will return. All right, guys. Well, I've gotten it masked off where I'm happy. So now the fun part is getting it taken care of. I'm using the XF89. It is a dark green too, and just like with all painting, guys, first make sure your masks are down good, and then basically it's just go in and, like I said, start with light coats. You don't want to try to do it all at once. Okay? And then I gotta move it around. Like I said, just go in with light coats, because it's easier to add little paint at a little at a time than trying to do it all at once, and then you have to go back and go through and get it cleaned, and then that fun jazz. Hold it. Yeah, the fun, huh? Darn stuff. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to start right there because this is a good spot for me to hold to do these other two pieces. But yeah, so hooray, getting more paint down. So once I get it done, guys, once I get the mask off, I'll turn the camera back on so you guys can see. So see you in a little bit. Alright, well, that's it, mask off, and I'm happy with it. I am really happy with how that turned out. Let me see if I can get there, and we'll go to this side, put you down. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I mean, it looks really, really good. I'm very happy with that. So now, once it's dry, but I'm going to let it just sit and get good and dry. Then I'll do a couple little quick touch-ups, and then I'll go ahead and gloss this, seal it in with gloss clear, and then that way I know it's protected, and then we'll start work on. Got to finish the bubble for the canopy. Get the tail. Make sure I can continue some of this onto the tail. I didn't want to put it on there because I needed to get in between, and that was not going to happen there. But at least when I can go and put the tail in, I can see where I need to go. But yeah, very, 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 very happy with that. Let's in the bottom. Sorry, guys. I know, but yeah. Very happy with how that came out. Very nice. So yay! And also got a little bit more paint on Mando done. Did the best car right now. I wasn't planning to do it, but I want to get the best car. I'll do the touch-ups on this, and then I'm going to go ahead and do an overall clear coat. So when I'm ready to go start doing other painting, I won't run into the fact of almost scratching everything, Sorry, taking something off here. So I can see if I can share it with you guys. So, oh, come on now. So I got under the helmet. Oh, let's see if I can get it in camera. And there we go. Hey, check that out, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I don't want to. There we go. Check that out. Yay! Yeah, I know there's still a lot of work to do with it, but hey, it's not bad. We can start seeing a little bit of color going on things, huh? And haven't done much yet with the Tiger tank, but I will, because the plan today is I wanted to get some painting going on the Mando and get the overall base coats, the gray, the greens, the light gray, the blue gray, the green. Let me see. Let me tell you what I used. Went with Ocean Gray 2 for the main base coat on top, and then I went with XF89 Dark Green 2. So yay. So yeah. So now it's coming to that time where I just need to take my my behind out of here and just walk away, because I have that really bad habit. Oh yes, can I do more? Can I do more? But I've learned over time that I have to walk away, because if I don't, I end up messing something up. But yay, paint's down. So I will return. I'll see you guys later. Well, good afternoon, Wednesday. Yes, back doing a little work this morning. Got the painting, but and I'll share that. But I went ahead and I finished the white stripes on front of the wings. So except for the tail that I got to work on, this is ready for decals. Like I said, I've already got it all glossed, but wanted to share that with you guys. And then was having a little fun with the paint. So started that. Oh, let me do this so you can see that. So Mando's, it's still rough, still got a lot to do, but I started doing the paint and just did a little bit more work on his cowl or his cape. But yeah, so there we go. He's starting to come together too now. Yay! So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, guys. It doesn't seem like it took much, but it took a while, especially with painting him. So yesterday, I went ahead and, like I said, I got the Beskar, the armor painted. But something I was finding out was I'm gonna have to hand paint a lot of this, because there's just so much detail in it that I don't want to lose it by overspraying or spraying too much. So I hand painted the harness right now, and that's just a straight up Vallejo brown leather. But I'm going to make it even better when I get done with it. But yeah, so I got that done. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go through and start doing a little bit of the decals on the Spitfire, because big model, so I got to do them in sections, or, you know. But first let me get them cut out and squared away, and then I will come back and I will share that with you guys. Alright guys, I've gotten one side of the fuselage and started, and basically what I'm doing is the decals that go on every version of the plane, and if it doesn't, they'll definitely give you a hint, like right here. This is for the, oh sorry, get back in camera. So 60, and you see the C beside it, that's, you know, are you doing A, B, or C? And I didn't want to show you the little ones. I don't even know how well this one's going to come, but you see, to me it does really good on their decals. I mean, I like them. I've had to learn to redo, you know, how to work with them, with being the difference between Rebel and Hasegawa. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do the walk forward, the band line, where the mechanics and everybody can go on the wing and where they can do it safely. One of the big things, I don't know if you guys, but I have always had heck putting these little guys down. I'll tell you what, I don't care if it's on a starship or what, but go ahead and put you in there and give it a, you know, I give it a decent amount of water just to make it easier to come out. And one of the things I do is also, can't see it, but I've got all the decals that I'm going to be doing already cut out, trimmed down, and that way, so I can find them easier. So the one thing I've learned about Tamiya decals, about a minute or less in the water, and then pull it out and let it sit on a paper towel and just do its natural thing. Sometimes you can leave decals in the water too long and they start to break apart, or the color starts to come. I mean, it's a thing on some of these. But what I have learned with Tamiya is, once you got it down, it's great. And I use Q-tips, and I always have a paper towel ready because just because you got to. So you are going right there. And one of the things I also do is I test it and then make sure that if it's not starting to come up yet, I'll let it sit a little bit longer, so I can make sure I don't break it. Because that's usually what happens is I'll be trying to get it off. One part's moving, one part isn't, and I will break the decal. Now, also with these lines, I try to bring it all up about the same time, because one thing I have learned with these guys is, like I said again on any model kit, is gentle works, and sometimes I can get the paper to do its thing, and see, it broke because I tried to pull it too much, but that's okay. That's an easy fix, really easy fix, as long as I get it going the right way. And sometimes you might have to put more water down because they're just not breaking apart yet, or they're not letting themselves go. And a lot of times, I will go a little nuts when I start using the water, because I want to make sure this thing is doing what I want it to, not trying to pick itself up like that. And let's see. And the great thing on this kit is they did really well to help you figure out where each one of these goes, because it's on a panel line just like in the real thing. And come on, move forward. Come on, you can do it. You know you want to. Right? Talking to dang. There we go. You are there. You are there. And you. And sometimes you have to come back in even when you add too much water. You got to get rid of it so you can see where you're taking that decal that busted apart on you. And then I'll take this paper towel, and I'm not pushing hard yet. I just want to get a lot of this dabbed up so I can see what's going on with it and get it fixed. And I always usually have a toothpick or a good set of tweezers with me, because it helps move them better than trying to use your finger. And let's take a look at the side. There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay. That didn't do too bad. The brake was good and clean. And then I roll it. I roll a Q-tip on here to get a lot of that extra moisture out, help push out the air bubbles and all that fun stuff. Okay, so that one's on there, and I'll solve set it here in a second. I just want to get the other stripe on, and then I'll shut the camera off and quit boring you guys with me doing decals. But share that with you. Maybe at the glare, but you can see, and it's right where it needs to be. And then when I put the solve set on it, it'd be even better. But when I also was talking about, this is a big kit, I got to do it in stages. I did this side. Then I'm going to do the top, and then I'm going to let that get good, settled, and dry, and then I will turn it over and do the bottom. The one thing I learned going through doing, decaling on kits is, oh, I'm good. Put self set on it, start doing helping it soften it and break it down, and then I'll put one of my big ugly digits up on that decal and just tear the crap out of it. So I've learned to keep myself doing in stages. Don't try to do it all at once. Just go in stages, and it works so much better when I do that, because then I'm not ruining any decals. I know I can't touch this, and it just makes me think that much further ahead. So this one's still setting and doing its thing. Go ahead and put you in. That way when you're ready to go, I can put you on. And then I'll just, like I said, I'll turn the camera off after I get this other stripe on. But I just wanted to show you kind of what I, and a good way to test some of these decals too, like the T.B.I, if you can, I leave the numbers on, because if it's kind of hard to get the numbers off, then I know the decal hasn't set long enough, and I just dip it back in for a second and go from there. But yeah, I like trying the numbers, because if they'll come on when I pick them out of the water, it's great. There we go. Now she's breaking loose. Let's see. Oh, I just hate stripes. I tell you that, guys. I really, really, really don't like stripes sometimes. Okay, I think that's about it for that one. Just double checking, making sure it's lined up. Okay, then I'll take my, gotta bring it back up more. There we go. Then I'll take my Q-tip, and like I said, I'll just slowly start and adding pressure, getting the air bubbles out and all that fun stuff. And a lot of times when you do move it, you're going to have to, before you put the solva set on it, you might have to give it a little bit more of a movement, and then I'll go again. Because if you move it, you put air bubbles in sometimes. So, okay, that's good. Now, solva set, one other thing I've learned is if you try to put it on too thick, it can make hell for you too. So, I wipe the brush after I dip it in. I try to make sure I get as much as I can off, and then when I go to put it on, I try to go in the direct, so straight line, I want to go that way and then down that way. I don't want to try to push up because it might pull it up. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I mean, not too hard, but I know you guys see me do a lot of decals, and I really never talked about the T.B.I ones when I do them. So I wanted to share that little bit of tidbit with you, and I'm gonna get back to work. Good morning, and it's Friday, and yeah, so I'm getting back to work because I decided to take the day off yesterday. I came down, checked on my print, and I was like, you know what, I need to take a break. So I took yesterday off, and the great thing was my granddaughter Melody came over for a surprise visit. I mean, I see her a lot, but I was very, very happy. I get to spend time with my granddaughter again. So, and by that I mean, Mom goes, "Hey, you want to go see Papa?" And I go, "Okay." And as soon as she gets, I hold on to her, or a cradle her or whatever, she's out. Boom, gone. So, I guess Papa is a Melody whisperer when Melody doesn't really want to nap. So, but so yeah, it was a great day off, and I'm reinvigorated and ready to get back to work. And you need to do that every now and again, guys. Take a break. Just, even with everything going well, just take a step back, take a break, and refocus. Get your thoughts together. Whatever you need to do. And that's been kind of hard for me because I get so focused on doing something that I don't want to stop what I'm doing, but I'm starting to feel it, and when I start feeling it, that's when I make mistakes, and I decided I just need to take a whole day off and do that. But surprise, want to show you. Here is the Starboard Engine to the Razor Crest that I'm printing. And my gosh, like I said, I haven't changed any. This is the FDM print file, and I haven't changed anything. I won't, trust me, this thing's going to be fun. But it's great because it's 3 separate pieces, and I'm reprinting the back of this right now. The design is made to light, but they only give you like one little hole here, and they redid the, repaired the file and did it, and now this whole inside's open, and in here, I wish those were, but hey, it is what it is. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, this thing is big, and like I said, it gives you stuff to help if you're gonna light the kit, so you can do the wiring. It gives you paths to, like, in between the 2 parts, you can keep the wire down here and then go down here and come up. But yeah, but look at the size of this thing. My gosh, I'm gonna have to get another shelf just for this, but look at that. Wow, right? Very, very cool. So yes, that's going on, and I am going to get back to work on the Spitfire and hopefully get quite a bit more done on the decals today. I started doing up some of the touch paintings, but I want to get more done. I know I can. I'm going to work on the right side of the aircraft and get the little ones onto the decals onto the bottom, and then once that's good and dry both sides, then I can start working on the extra decals, the other decals to the plane number, all that. So I don't think you guys want to watch me do that, but I will come back every now and again and share. Oh, and sorry, I also before I took the day off, I started doing the paint. This is a red brown I'm using for his boots. I've watched a lot of the episode. I've watched every episode, and I've probably watched it more than I don't know, probably 2 or 3 times even before I started doing this print. But yeah, so while the decals are drying, I'm gonna get back to work on Mandalorian and keep going with that. But I thought I'd share, and that looks pretty spiffy. So alright guys, so with that, I'm gonna get back to work, and I will return to share. Alright guys, well, the bottom is now done with decals. Not complete. With decals it's done, still more to go. But see if I can share that with you pretty well. And when these get to a better spot, when these get dry, I'll bring it up closer to the camera so you can actually see. Maybe I can get down in here. But yeah, right here guys, these are the little decals, and man, they can be fun, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it is now done, so now I'm going to let it sit and dry, move it out of the way, and get started working on the Mandalorian while this is getting to the dry stage. So I will be back. Alright, I got some paint down on the Mandalorian, and I'll share that here in a minute. But I want to get these are the wheels and chocks for the wheel wells with and these are in the gear up position. So but what I want to show you, guys have asked me before how I get tires to look so, like tires, no simple seam line down the middle, nothing. You guys know I have this Cadram power filer, and it's basically an L, but it works because it's got great speed that I can just go in here and I kind of let it do its thing and pull, and then that roughs up the tire. Let's see if I can show you, because this is one I wanted to wait. But let's see, let me hang in there. But you guys can see those ridges and those lines, and I don't like them on there. So I basically, when I do any vehicle, you know, military or not, civilian, all that, is I will start roughing up the tires. Now you can do this with regular sandpaper too, guys, trust me. But it's easier and it's faster with the, you know, and that can use you can use your Dremel too. You know, just turn the speed down, and or just don't rack all the way up, and just, you know, go easy, because if you try to take too much at one time, you'll go right through the tire, and you don't want to do that. But then I just kind of, and then I'll take a fine grit sandpaper, this is 2000, and then I'll just go again and use this to take any of the burrs out or anything and that kind of thing. And then you get a tire that looks like that. Alright guys, so yeah, I'm going to get back to it, and I'll be back to show more decal. Oh yeah, I was going to share that with you guys. What paint did I do on the Mandalorian? So I started, you know, doing more. Like I said, I got the boots. Then I went in and did oops, sorry, let me zoom out. I did the stomach padding and the abdomen padding and the rear padding, and then I got his knee areas painted up. And like I said, this is just a first pass. This is not the final on that yet, so don't worry about that, guys. But alright, well, now I'm going to get back to getting this Spitfire going some more. Alright guys, well, this is where I'm going to shut it down for today and get the video put together. But wanted to share, so if you're asking what that is the starboard side engine to the Razor Crest that I'm printing out and going to be doing. And yes, that thing is big, and I do mean big. Let me see if I can do that for you guys without, look how big this, yeah. Ooh, she's going to be a big one. I have to make more room on the shelf somewhere. And I got started on getting a lot of the paint onto the Mando, getting that starting to come in. And going to keep working on that. But yeah, and then his cowl in the back, his cape, getting that done. But the big focus this week, besides starting on some painting on Mando, was I wanted to get this to the decal point, and I'm actually getting beyond that. All the bottom decals are done. All the top decals are done, except for I got 5 more decals to put on this side. I'm just letting this dry because I don't want to mess these up when I'm trying to move it around and do that. But hey, not too shabby. Cannot wait. And then I got some more parts put on the Tiger. I didn't spend much on the Tiger this week because I want to get pretty far, get almost close to being done with this. But so yeah, there we go, guys. So great week, lots of fun, and yeah. So with that, guys, have a happy and safe weekend. Have a happy and safe week next week, and I'll see you back here on the bench.